The DDG and Halle Bailey situation has gotten really dark really, really fast. Now, if you don't know, DDG filed his own restraining order in retaliation against Halle, and he pulled up with all types of text messages and like screenshots, everything you could think of, he pulled up with. He got a cut on his finger. He pulled up with. He showed images of that. He showed things that were implying and showing that Halle was mentally unstable. And I can't necessarily say what she wanted to do because, yeah, I literally can't post that. But let's just say she didn't want to be here anymore. And it's in the text messages that Halle said she didn't want to be here anymore. And this is just taking a turn for the worse. And honestly, what I'm noticing online is that a lot of people are trying to pick sides. A lot of people are trying to say if DDG is right, and they're trying to say, oh, this is proof that Halle is crazy. She's been crazy the whole time. And then you have the Halle fans that are just like, no, how is this supposed to make me feel bad for DDG or make me feel anything for DDG? This just proves that DDG is the problem, blah, blah. And it just seems to me, honestly, that everybody has their own horse in this race, and everybody they already knew who they were going to stand for, regardless of the evidence, regardless of what happened. Like, if you was Team DDG, you was always going to be Team DDG. If you was Team Halle, you was always going to be Team Halle, no matter what. Me personally, I have no horse in this race whatsoever. It doesn't matter. You know why? Because I don't know them. I don't know them at all. I don't know what really happened between them. I've seen images of Halle's bruise. I've seen images of DDG's cut, but the images do not give me the full picture and tell me how they obtained them. It doesn't tell me who was the aggressor. It doesn't tell me anything at all. The only thing that I have is those text messages I said where Halle wanted to do basically what you've seen in this gameplay I'm showing you right now, what they're doing to me and what I'm doing to them, right? She wanted to do that to herself. Now, one thing that I think people are overlooking is the real victim in this whole thing. The real victim in this entire situation is Halo. And I'm tell you why, right? One, because nobody wants to grow up into a broken home. That's obvious, but that's normal. But this is not a normal situation, because even though a lot of people grow up in broken homes, a lot of people also don't grow up in broken homes where their mom and their dad have like extremely public legal proceedings and extremely public like documentation showing them, you know, attacking each other, cursing each other out, just you know, doing whatever they can to ruin the other person's name. Like, no, regular people will not experience that. But on top of that, one of the biggest things that I think Halo is going to have to deal with is that in the screenshots that DDG showed, he displayed that, or I don't even know if these are screenshots or just recovered messages, but he displayed that Halle had said to him when she wanted to do the thing to herself, that she said that she didn't want to be here and to take Halo, take him. He can't see me do this. I don't want him to see me do this. And I don't think y'all understand, like, or people, I don't know if people just too caught up in thinking about who's right. And I'm just thinking, dang, like, imagine when Halo grows up to see these messages that had to come out because of all of these proceedings and fighting for custody of him and everything, and just the fallout of this breakup. Imagine how he's going to feel seeing messages of his mother telling the dad to take you know, him away from me. Take him away from me while I go and do this to myself. It's going to be a very hard thing to watch, a very hard thing to see. And the thing is, this is all public knowledge. This is all public information. This is a huge thing. I don't think there's any way that Halo grows up to like not see any of this documentation, to not see this. And then that's a weird conversation to have with your mom about her saying, like, you know, take him and I'm going to do this to myself, when, you know, during this entire proceeding, she's been fighting to keep him now away from DDG, but your messages say different. And that's an awkward conversation to have. And I don't even think necessarily that's something that DDG needs to use to villainize Halle in the future when it comes to, like, if Halo was to start picking sides or whatever. I think, like, in this situation, nobody wins. Absolutely nobody wins. This is just not a good situation for him. You know, I would hope that, not that they could get back together or nothing, but work it out. And to be honest, like, just come to an understanding, because if everybody was just like in their best state of mind, everybody would be thinking about, after all of this, what is it going to do to Halo? What is it going to do to Halo to see these type of things being said, see these type of things being shown? What is it going to make Halo speculate about our relationship? What is it going to make Halo feel about what he saw that I said in the text messages and the screenshots and everything? Like, what is it going to do to him? And, you know, I just think too many people are caught up in who's right, who's wrong, who did this, who did that. The reality is none of us know. None of us. Not a single person besides DDG and Halle knows everything that happened. And it's crazy how everybody, just as an audience member, is trying to play judge, jury, and executioner. You know what I'm saying? And it's not even like we're actually on jury duty and they put us in court with them and gave us all the evidence and, you know, tried to make us decide the innocence or guilt of one of the parties. But I mean, it is what it is, man. I think the attention should be on Halo. And I think Halo is just the real victim of this entire situation. And I hope it personally just gets better for him. That's all I can say. That's all I can hope. But yeah, that's all I got to say about this, guys. This is just a real dark and brutal situation. It's going left field. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. If you did enjoy this video, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. This is J.A.G Gaming, and I'll catch you on the next one.